Apocalyptic disasters could happen anytime. From massive asteroids to sudden energy blasts from outer space. Will you be ready? Can any of us survive? 4.5 million years ago, Earth was struck by another planet in a collision that created the Moon. But what if another planet struck us today? A rogue planet is a planet that is independent. It wanders around the galaxy by itself. That rogue planet is approaching us. But its gravity arrives first. Its gravitational force will pull the surface of the Moon, ripping it all off. That rogue planet is now very close to Earth. Earthquakes will start all over the world, caused by massive gravitational force of the rogue planet. The ring of the rogue planet, made by millions of ices and rocks, are about to strike the Earth. When they hit the atmosphere, the rocks will explode into flames like any other asteroids that hit our atmosphere. But now, there are millions of them. As the rogue planet gets closer, the wind will get stronger. Its intense gravitational force will cause pyroclastic volcanic eruptions all around the world. Finally, the pull of the rogue planet's gravity is so strong, Earth can no longer hold its shape. Our home planet will turn to small rock particles that will crash into the rogue planet's atmosphere. In September of 1859, the mother of all solar flares hit the planet Earth. It's called the Karen event. 17 hours later, the skies exploded in auroras, and the world's first primitive electrical system, the telegraph, crashed and burned. It took months to repair the telegraph system. The impact on civilization was relatively minor because in those days, the telegraph was the only electrical system on Earth. In 1989, a much smaller solar storm blacked out the Canadian province, Quebec. We had a dangerously close call in 2012. There was an enormous coronal mass ejection from the sun. Fortunately, the bundle of particles crossed Earth's orbit. When these solar flares and coronal mass ejections hit Earth, it can trigger a global effect. Anything that runs with power will be immediately affected. Once the lights go off, they're not going to come back on. Gasoline will be out of reach. Food will be spoiled. The money in your bank account become just random numbers that don't matter anymore. 90% of the world's population will die. What if an asteroid, as massive as the one that killed the dinosaurs 66 million years ago, struck in the same place today? After the impact, a cloud of ash will cloak every city on Earth. Massive earthquakes are next. A shock wave will radiate from the impact site in all directions. The blast is so powerful that it will burst your internal organs and you will die immediately. This is just the beginning. When the mountain-sized rock strikes the ocean, it will create a ring of waves spreading in all directions, producing massive tsunamis. It will destroy everything that's in its way. People will be running for their lives. Humanity will be gone, just like the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. Every week, NASA detects deadly laser beams of energy, known as gamma-ray burst. It is the most powerful kind of explosion known in the universe. Scientists believe that one has struck Earth 440 million years ago, killing off 2/3 of all species. If one hit Earth today, would we survive? A neutron star is a dying star. A star that has collapsed down to 20 miles across, and yet they can outweigh an entire star. These neutron stars can go into an orbit around each other, but when they collide, they release a colossal amount of energy, known as gamma-ray bursts. The energy is so titanic that it can outshine an entire galaxy. Gamma rays travel at the speed of light. That means that they won't stop going until something gets in their way. If this hit Earth, it will wipe all the electronics out, bathing us in ultraviolet radiations and X-rays. Anyone, anywhere within the path of the beam is going to get this muon radiation. It will immediately start to deplete the atmosphere. It will wipe out the ozone layer, and we're facing complete extinction. There are 100 million black holes in our galaxy, with vicious gravitational force that will devour everything in their path. If one headed straight for Earth, what would happen? Of all the objects in space, this lethal mass possesses the strongest gravitational pull, earning its name, because not even light can escape its grasp of a black hole. Anything or anyone that crosses its outer edge, its invisible boundary, known as the event horizon, will never be seen again. As the Earth nears the black hole, Its intense gravity starts sucking the sun's light towards it and away from Earth. Lights from the stars, the other planets, and the sun will shrink into a single small point in the sky, traveling more than 1,000,000 miles an hour. The event horizon closes on our planet, and once the threshold is crossed, there's no escape. People on Earth will experience the brightest skies they've ever seen in their lives. Lights from stars in a black hole will flash in every direction. Earth will be pulled closer to the apocalypse point at its center, known as the singularity. The singularity is the point where all the mass of the star collapsed into. As the Earth approaches the singularity, the black hole's gravity is stronger on one side of the Earth than another. Because of that difference in strength of gravity, there's a stretching and a squeezing effect that gets applied to the Earth. The black hole's gravity is so strong that it can bend, twist, or tear our planet like a sheet of paper. But there's another theory. Scientists have proved that if you look closely, the singularity is not a dot at all. It's actually a ring. Einstein's equation indicated that the Earth could enter the ring. But where does this ring lead to? The mathematics says there's a parallel universe on the other side of a black hole. The singularity warps space so dramatically, it may actually connect to otherwise totally unconnected portions of the universe. The final encounter with the singularity is still unknown. The singularity is a location where the laws of physics, as we currently understand them, break down. More likely for us, the black hole is the end of space, the end of time, the end